Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's off the cuff video, guys. For everyone that's new, what does that mean? I record and upload. There is no editing skills, there is no fancy skills going on. I do have a transition button. If something happens outside of my control, I can transition and stop recording and sort that out and come back. Or if there's something I want to show you elsewhere in the workshop, I can do that. These weekly Wednesdays are primarily model focused, okay, and it's primarily GW stuff. There is other stuff that comes up, and there is other stuff that I have showcased already. There is also on these weekly Wednesdays, well, the weekly Wednesdays are all to do with models, rules, materials, tools, storage. Anything like that that I've come across and I've seen, I let you guys know about. You ask me questions, I answer them. Now sometimes there is terrain questions, sometimes there is information that's going in and on under a workshop, just that because we're all buddies, so just that you know what's going on. For all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. Now there was no weekly Wednesday yesterday. Oh sorry, some of you are going to say, what's going on? What's happened? There's I'm having a little change around, but I'll talk about that in a minute. There was no weekly Wednesday last week because on the 8th of April my father passed, so I ended up going last Thursday over to England to arrange the funeral and everything else. And but back home it's like 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks before they actually have the funeral, so I wanted to get everything organised for him. Now, unfortunately, the younger sibling went to the mortuary and signed for the keys. Signed for Dad's property. Ended up being his door keys. So they took possession not only of Dad, but also of his property. And it's a bit of a shitstorm because they started ransacking the place. They were stopped. I stopped them. I then went to the bank and froze his money, his bank account. Notified the housing association that he passed away, and it's a complete cluster screw up, not from me, I've done everything I can, but from the sibling that's decided to just take the piss basically. So that was that. And I came back, went back to work. And about a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, it was a little while ago, I was actually talking about how they're going to get rid of me. They're going to manage me out of the job. They've started that. They've got me on shifts that I can't do for the next 3 weeks. Knowing full well that I can't do them. So we don't know what's going to happen there. So we'll find it out when. That's my little rant over. That's probably up to speed of what's been going on with me. Now, some of you are going to say, this is all different. What's going on here? Guys, let me just spin around. Yeah, does it look nice? I bought a little desk, okay? This is what the camera's on. A little computer desk, one of the little metal ones with the drawer that comes out. Fantastic for painting because I got models on top, paint underneath. Very handy, very organised and everything else. Problem is the floor here isn't sturdy, isn't like flat in certain areas. See the camera jumping, yeah. So I was like, oh. And this bad boy here, this not the green because that's just a mat on top, but the chest of drawers here, it was given to us for someone else, but one of the drawers was broken, so they didn't want it. So the wife took the drawers to make raised beds, and I was like, that's pretty sturdy, I'll use that. Now, in all honesty, I might even still change this around and use this as the painting station. The only problem is, there's not, I mean, apart from the desk that the camera's on now, I can't, the other chest drawers I have here it's too big to go in there. Unless I move everything down a bit and do that. Now, the table I had here, me and my middle boy, we went to move it to that end of the room, okay, to the workshop. And the plan was where the table would have ended, 88 inches that table was. Where it would have ended would be right behind the camera there. Okay, as soon as we lifted it, the legs come off. Now it wasn't a fantastic piece. It was just a piece of MDF, 88 inches, with I put legs into it and a little brace in the middle, and there was two little white chest of drawers underneath to give it a bit of support. But as soon as we lifted it, the legs come off, whole thing bowed in the middle, and we got down to that end, and it was just, there's no point. You know, there's no point, because it's not gonna, the legs have come out, so if I put them back in, this is gonna fall apart. So I'm still messing around here. So I'm sliding away. I'm still messing around here. There is a chest of drawers here. I was going to turn it on its side and put it behind, use that for painting. But looking at this now, this might be the right height. But this is so tidy and organised. You know, that's all a pile of shame down here. With the exception of these two bad boys. The Primaris chaplain on the bike, which I forgot I had. I know it was only 3 or 4 months ago. I got him out, maybe a bit longer. I forgot I had him. And the Illuminator, again, I forgot I had him as well. So I don't know. I'm still messing around with it. There was also everything's just there now. So I do have terrain builds on the way. I have the materials for them. S-waste builds on the way. But I just need to sort that out, this out, and that out to give me space to work on it. Now, talking of the S-wastes, I saw a preview go up with it. It's the S-waste coming soon and all that, which usually means it's maybe a month away, or 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, and you can pre-order it. However, I did see that the guess prices, a total guess on the price now, that the person was talking about, the guess price is £180 sterling. I hope not. I really hope not, because that is a lot of money. That's a credit card job, I think. But with that said, if you break it down, you're looking at the rule book, which is 30, 40 quid. Let's say 40 quid. So I think they're 42 or something else. So it's 40 quid. So if it's £180 sterling, I wouldn't even, if that is the case, in euros, it's going to be over 200 euros. But breaking it down, actually, no, the rule book would be cheaper in sterling. In euros, it's 42 quid. So let's just say it's £35 sterling. Or keep it 30. Call it 30, keep it simple. You've got all the plastic terrain that comes with it. That's what, another 30, 40, 50 quid. You've got 2 gangs. And it's not just 5 models or 10 models. You've got the guys riding insects in there as well. So they'll probably be like 20, 30 quid on their own. So when you start tallying up, it does work out a better deal. It's just a lot of money to go for in one go. If that is the case, I'm hoping it comes out at maybe 140, 150. That'd be absolutely, it's still a lot of money, but I'm talking euros now, sorry. 130, 140, 150 euros. It's still a lot of money, but it's worth it. There'll be a lot of us that just get the rule book and then start buying models here and there. Okay, I myself will probably have a look, get the rule book, and start buying models here and there and make my own terrain. There was actually something that I saw the other day, a video I watched from another channel, Mediocre Hobbies. If I remember, I'll put a link to that video in the comments below, so you can have a look at yourself. And all he was doing, something that we all know about, magnets. And he was putting the magnet sheets inside a storage box, okay, and magnetizing the models and showing you how easy it was. Easy to do. But the way he presented that video, I watched it, I liked it. I actually watched it a second time the way through, because it was very well, in my opinion, it was very well presented, very well, something very simple that we all know about. Some of us do already, some of us don't. But it's like, the way he presented it and showed it, it was very, very, made it, even if you're a novice in this hobby, you could do that without a problem. Very simple. and the boxes he was using, actually you can put another one of those boxes on top and they clip together. So you got two boxes together. But one of them, box he had 1,000 points of Chaos Space Marines, including the Venom Crawler, and inside there, which was just 1,000 points. Now I'm looking at it and going, oh, I've got all of these models now. I could literally, not so much the infantry, because the infantry, fantasy and everything was fine, but things like Primera Space Marines and that sort of thing, and Firstborn Space Marines, and Eldari, Chaos Space Marines, all them sort of stuff that'll be coming on soon. How am I going to store those type of things? Because they're on the bigger bases, they're not going to fit into normal foam trays properly, and I have to cut and mess around. Whereas with the box, because you could stack them behind me if I wanted to, and have 10,000 points to stack there. But one thing I saw as well on my travels, not in England, I mean here in Private Island, I saw a wrapping paper storage box. Okay, it's a big thing to put wrapping paper into, not scraps, actual rolls of wrapping paper. And the first thing I thought when I saw it was tanks. That would be perfect for tanks. Get a bit of thick card and you can put it in to make dividers, and you can have your tanks in there. Now I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but you could I think get a Land Raider in there and put a lid on it and it would be fine. Okay, even if you can't, you still got a space for rhinos, Falcon Grav tanks, chimeras, and any Invictus war suits and Space Marine Dreadnoughts and all that sort of stuff, all that sort of lovely stuff. Now I do have a few questions to answer, but unfortunately I've left my sheet over there somewhere. So I can't figure where it is, and I've started filming. I don't want to jump up and start messing around looking for it. So the ones that I can remember, we're going to talk about. So I apologise, if you've chucked a question to me and I've wrote it down, I haven't had a chance to say it to you. About Kickstarters. One thing I want to say about Kickstarters is, if you come across a Kickstarter and you think, wow, that looks fantastic, just chuck a link to it on this weekly Wednesday or any future weekly Wednesday, so we all can see it and we can just kind of have a look at it. And there's a few good ones that I've come across and I've forgot to save the link. All over the place at the moment. But that's what I would like to do, guys. So if I come across something, I'll chuck it up and let you guys know. If you guys come across something, chuck them up and let me know. There's actually a board game coming out called Masters of the Universe, which is the old He-Man game. If any of you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It looks absolutely fantastic. I missed it on the Kickstarter, but now it's up for pre-order. So it's basically a board. You have little bits of terrain. I think there's little squares on the board, or hexagons or something like that. But you have your heroes, and your heroes have special abilities, and you can give them special items. So you can have all the goodies and the baddies from the He-Man cartoon, which actually looks fantastic, and they're actually really, really detailed models, pretty good. I'm actually going to look for the paper because I can't remember the questions now. Give me a second. Right, sorry, I had to go and find it. It was only just over here. Right, I'm having problems in the Imperium magazine. What should I do? I would imagine what you're talking about is their delivery schedule. It's a tough one because I was expecting the Imperium magazine last week, bank holiday, so then I thought, maybe it'd be this week. Still hasn't turned up. But the last one that arrived came by DHL, so instead of the postman, so I don't know. The only thing I would say is just keep waiting for it. Check your bank. If they've taken money from your account and you haven't received it, then contact them. Okay. It is a pain in the ass. This company had a pain in the ass problem last time. Why they went back to them, I don't know, but for what you're getting, if you have to wait an extra month or so, it is worth it. I mean, there's a couple of issues ago, there was 10 Necron warriors. I still haven't even glued them up to get or cleaned them or anything. But that's a €40 box in GW. So, you know, it is worth it, but you just have to keep checking your bank. If they've taken the money and you haven't received it, contact them. Yeah. That's anything I say. When are you going to have some battle reports? But the last word on the battle reports that when I spoke to my friend, who I already spoke about in this video, he was doing some smaller games and filming it for the channel and trying to get things perfect for it. So at the moment, I'm ready. I'm waiting for my friend to be ready. Again, it's schedules lining up. It's the biggest problem. I mean, if there was someone local and wanted to come play a game, you know, by all means. Who won the March giveaway? Right. The March giveaway was supposed to be drawn on the first weekly Wednesday of April, which is, where is he? Oh, he's over there as well. Sergeant Jovan, I think it is. Now, I forgot about it. And then the following weekly Wednesday, I got the news about my dad, so it again went up my head. And I should have done it today, but it's over there somewhere and the place is a mess. It's not a mess, but it just needs to be, I need to sort this out first and then move everything over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that giveaway next week. Okay, next week, I promise. Then we'll, you know, I do have another giveaway to do, but it's an Imperial Guard Astra Militarum. So I'll wait until closer there. Codex comes out and then dropped out because that'd be a good one to give away. So I do apologise, guys. It's just a lot was going on. Are you going to collect any of the new armies coming out? Yes. Yes, I was already looking at Tyranids. You know, I always loved Tyranids, but I was since I think it was second or third edition when they will start bringing out lead Hive Tyrants and stuff like that, and the Tyranid Warriors in the blister packet. Second or third edition, you know, let me know if I'm right or wrong. I was already looking at the Brood Lord, Swarm Lord, and the Hive Tyrant. Even though the Hive Tyrant and Swarm Lord, I think it's the same box. Again, if it is, let me know. I was already looking at getting those to start the army, but just everything that's gone on, it's just put me on the back foot a little bit. It's just taken the wind out of my sails a little bit, you know, so this is a little bit difficult, but definitely in the spots or the Leagues of Votan, definitely going to look absolutely amazing. I would like to actually get one of those as soon as it drops. Just get one, let's build, paint a video, you know, just show you guys. But yeah, that's the questions I have for this week. The information about, you know, what's been going on here and there. If I remember to put a link to Mediocre Hobbies video, I'll let you know. It'll be on the comment below. Again, as if you have any questions for me, okay, comment below, or go to Unique Wargaming Train Facebook page. I actually am spending a little bit more time in there because the page has been visited by like 400 same people, or it's 800 same people. So I'm like, well, okay, people are visiting the page but not coming to the YouTube. So or you can message me on Messenger. There is actually, if you go onto the Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page, there is a thing to contact me directly. Okay, so nice and easy, because some people don't like asking a question because they get, oh, it's a stupid question, people take the piss out of me, so they message me privately. So it's just me that knows about, you know, what the question is. You know, there's no silly questions really. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. There's 22% of my viewers are not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, it costs you nothing. It absolutely helps channel out in a big way. And it allows me to do more things for you guys and spend time like, not just the train builds, but spend time in like buying materials and testing them out and showing you guys that, you know, things that can save you money. So guys, please, if you enjoyed this video, chuck your questions below, or send me questions in the usual way. Please like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next week. I apologise about the light. It's a new light I have here. It cost me £6 from the pound shop. Nice LED light. Anyway, I'll see you next time, guys.